We're live back in Calgary, day 3 of 4. Shout out our crew, local Calgary basketball community members coming out and helping us out. We got David on the main gameplay camera today. And right now we have Royal Crown and Edge School. This is an intriguing matchup considering what has happened so far in this Calgary session, Elias.
And this is a young squad, as we mentioned yesterday, but it's been lovely to watch them get it going early against GTA Prep. Yesterday, you know, the leader for this squad for Royal Crown, 18, 13, and 10 last night. Triple-double registered for Jasmar Alombe. And then Zayden Cross as well, chipped in with 23 points. Isaiah Adams with 24. Edge took a beatdown yesterday on their home floor by North Star, and we'll see how they bounce back here, Jay.
Ooh, I like that they have Xavier Spencer in the starting lineup here. And there's Thobio, who's averaging some decent numbers here, even though having a bit of an off game yesterday in that loss to North Star.
And Xavier, who you mentioned, you know, I feel like he's really earned the starting position for this squad. There's seniors on this team that haven't stepped up and haven't played to their potential, and he came in and he did his part.
There is a big body that Edge is going to have to contend with, and Jaden Webley, who has his family in attendance, a Calgary native, out here playing for Royal Crown, based out of Scarborough, Ontario. That's Serge Gahir. Onto the wing, Thaubil. Back to Gahir. Lots of perimeter right now. Well, that's the shot that we saw in Winnipeg from Serge Gahir that has been sorely missing thus far in this session.
And he's got the potential as well to light it up. And he just looks more engaged right off the jump here. It's a different body language today from the Edge squad, and you can see it in Gahir's eyes. And you know, yesterday I challenged them a little bit after the game, and I came up to the team and had a couple words to say that I can't repeat here, but you know, I just felt like they're much better than what they showed last night, and that's not to take credit away from what North Star did, but it's just you got to raise the standard. You got to understand that you don't get to choose when to turn it on and when to turn it off.
Thobio, 2 misses down, 3 misses down low. All kinds of size for Edge, but cannot finish. This is what I'm looking for Edge, how they react to each other after these plays. Because yesterday, when they got down to North Star, there was really no threat of them coming back. Royal Crown, an early timeout, stuck 5 under 2 minutes into this one. Stay with us. We'll be back to Alberta.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered system for Canadian basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. NPH works in partnership with the community, including the national and provincial governing bodies, as well as club programs to maximize scholarship opportunities. The NPH Showcase Circuit is your opportunity to learn the blueprint while joining the NPH family. The North Pole Hoops Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100-plus top-tier clubs from around the world to compete for the national crown.
We're back to the action here in the first quarter. Zoomed in right now on Mr. Triple-Double himself from yesterday, Jasmar Alombe. There's his average for the season. And Thobio at the line for Edge.
Alombe's still a young prospect as well. 2023. Still lots of time to develop. But I know you talk about it fairly often, the eyes. When you speak to Jasmar, I mean, he's listening, he's looking at you. He's
100% locked in.
He's taking everything in, and you know, that is one of those things that you cannot undervalue, especially at this age range playing this sport.
And the mentality part is honestly everything. Guys catch up to you if you don't have the right work ethic, the right mindset, and Alombe's had that from the get-go.
This zone keeping Royal Crown on the perimeter. Alombe, nice cut to the corner, but Gahir gets out to shut him down. No talk from the bench, and the edge D setting that 24-second. And this is what I'm more excited about, the high fives and the energy within this team. It was sorely missing yesterday as one of the young horses of edge comes into this game. Callum Swanton Rogers got into foul trouble early yesterday.
Well, I'm starting to question edge as a real contender, and the reason why I'm going to say that, Jay, is because they get excited for the games where they should come in and pounce on a team. This is a much younger squad. Edge has a bunch of seniors on this squad, and every time they come up against someone that's quote-unquote inferior to them, they should take advantage right from the get-go.
Swanton Rogers finishing through contact there. Has the tattoo on the right forearm. Stood out to me because he's still so young. So better not get something silly. Better not be a girl's name on the forearm, kid. It's not. It's Invictus, a poem that means an awful lot to this young man, which speaks a lot about him at the age of 16, a poem meaning a lot to him.
Yep.
And, the basis of the poem is pretty much, I control my future. And this is a young man who absolutely does control his future, and I'm sure it's a bright one.
Caleb's got a ton of upside, man. He's been working his butt off this off-season, just getting his body right. Had a good experience with the national team. Played well on the AAU circuit.
And you hear a lot of that positive reinforcement between Coach Huffman and Callum. Offensive foul, he said, that's fine, I'll take that foul. Still a guy getting used to his body, so much length on him. Lambe onto the wing now. That was Zayden Cross. Back up to Lambe. Having trouble with this zone right now, but they beat it with the high post. Jumper is no good. Gahir back the other way. 8-0 run to start the game for Edge. Ooh, that was a close over and back sitting there for Gahir with his heels just tickling the half-court line. Down low. Swanton Rogers, nice move in the post, just a little off balance. Beal, offensive rebound, shot clock resets to 14, stolen by Cross. Royal Crown just needs to get on the board right now. Cross does just that. I've been very impressed with the different ways that Cross can get it done offensively.
I do love his craftiness, man. He's able to get it
And this
done.
is another guy we like, Isaiah Adam.
Isaiah Adam had a big game yesterday, pitching in with about 22 points for that one.
Yeah, that's a charge. He lowered the shoulder.
Oh, and they're not. I don't think they called the charge. Oh, did they? Oh, he the hand signal gave an and one, but then he. Okay. Yep, looks like an and one. Defensive player got there a little bit late.
What? I got the call wrong. What do you what do you want? I can make a mistake? I think Edge's reaction led me to believe. Anyways, back to game action. It's 8-5 here in the early going. Alan Spoonhunter turns it over, and it's given right back. Ooh, that was an over and back that was missed. Maybe they figured that he didn't have control of the ball, but it's okay. The basketball gods took care of it and gave it right back to Royal Crown. Lambe.
Good patience by Lambe, not forcing it in there. Wanted to make the entry pass, goes right back to him.
You know what I like watching right now? I like watching this young Royal Crown team try to figure out the zone defense. It's one thing to be told how to beat it, because you know the Royal Crown coaching staff scouted them, had the video out, they understand what they need to do, but now to see their young kids actually implement that.
And for the most part, this is a squad that's pretty high IQ. So they've been patient. They're going to continue to be using about 16 seconds out of that shot clock against this zone.
And another steal. Cross, transition, throw it down. Sorry. He talked at the defender.
It's not enough.
Hey, you just don't say anything to the defender.
Can I ask what he did? Because he didn't. All he did was look. He can look. There's no taunting.
You're in the West.
There's no taunting.
Sorry, man. But this won't help him.
So how do you know?
And it is, you heard head coach Adam Huffman saying, it's just different out west.
And it's just part of the competitive energy in the game. Like there's got to be some that is allowed.
It's true. But I like that you come over and communicate that. You can't. And it's different. In Toronto, you can dunk on somebody and say something.
But here's my argument in this case.
Okay.
Saying something derogatory.
Oh, Amir Rahimzad. Nice finish off glass. I understand, but how can a ref know what is being said?
He's right there.
But no, so what you do is you just say you can't talk at all.
Sure. So
and
warn
then you
him.
get around
It's
it.
the first quarter.
Okay.
So warn the player, because that bit of excitement from a younger team, we've been mentioning it over and over
so
again.
go to your teammate and dap him up and be like, yo, did you see I just dunked on that guy? Scream at your bench, say the same sort of thing.
Jay, so what if he looked up at the sky and yelled?
It would have been fine.
I don't think it would here.
But you don't know because he spent the time talking at the defender, and we've seen it a couple of times from Royal Crown. A couple of times Royal Crown has talked at the defender or blocked the guy and said the same thing. And it comes from where you grow up playing basketball, and it's not good, it's not bad, it's just different than it is here in Alberta.
Just saying, man. I'm just saying.
I hear you.
The hit on Alberta is that they're soft. When you don't allow a play like that to go on and just let it be for 1 second. Player was running back the other way anyway for 1 second. I can't believe we're still on it, but hey, like you said, we gotta adapt.
Call for the travel instead. And again, you see that with the younger age groups. The travels just come about more often. I think it's important to talk about it. It's important for people to understand the two different mindsets behind it.
For sure.
No good. Also have to mention that Edge is without one of their main sharpshooters, Dylan Holst, who's out for about a month with injury, and he was outstanding in Winnipeg. He's taken away a weapon from this Edge squad. Steal, transition, nice pass on the run. Finishing is Nick Johnson off the Shawnee dime from Aaron Lloyd.
Aaron Lloyd, another one of those showing international talent on this roster. They got talent from Iran, from the United States, as well as the Bahamas.
Lambe, pull up, no good, gets his own rebound. Rahimzad did not box out.
Good effort by Jasmar, staying on top of it on the boards, and that's what helped him get the triple-double yesterday. And there's no excuse for Mr. Rahimzad there. He can't allow that second opportunity.
It is 4-2 for the team fouls. Okay, so it's 3 team fouls for 1. No, baseline. Stop, come on. So you have 3 for who?
And that bonus next, sir.
Jasmar Lambe on the inbound. He's currently the assist leader in the country in the National Preparatory Association at 7.7 assists per game.
Swanton Rogers with the rebound. Gahir push it back the other way. He has so much size advantage on these young guards. Should be able to take advantage of it, but it is nullified by the compete level of Royal Crown.
And this is what I'm talking about with
Giving
Spencer.
right back.
Ooh.
Edge taking their time with the Gahir from downtown. Man, this is just a different team when this starts happening.
In comparison to yesterday, you mean?
Yeah, I mean when they have guys that are stepping up and hitting shots that they should make, it's a completely different complexion. And this is a team that got on themselves or got down on themselves as the game progressed yesterday.
Yep.
And there's a nice jumper from Jeremy Fomina.
Yeah, I'm not sold on these guys yet.
No, I would agree.
I gotta see them put together like 3 in a row.
Yeah. Bad screen. Matt Bryant called for the foul.
Beal coming back into the game here for Edge.
Edge will have 2 games here today as they'll take on GTA Prep in the nightcap. This is the first of 3. We got North Star CTA up next. That is going to be a very good game. North Star sitting alone atop the West Conference right now, taking on a CTA squad that's coming off a day off after a loss to Edge. Nice pick and roll. Fomina throws down, and guess what? Bigs up his bench, not the opposing team.
Sweet dime that time by Spencer.
I'm not soft. I am mature.
Start calling you Pillsbury.
Kick out Gahir, could be his 3rd of the quarter. No, that was off the minute he took it. Beal saves it. Lloyd, 1:35 to go here in the first quarter. Back down, Callum Swanton Rogers off glass. This is a game that is perfect for Callum Swanton Rogers.
Guys of a similar physical status in terms
Same
of
age group.
Same age groups,
Yep.
exactly. Zayden Cross tries a triple. You know he can get it done from the perimeter.
Lloyd showing us a couple flashes here today of just some solid ball handling.
And
All
it
he needs.
looks like his teammates are trusting him a lot more than I've seen in previous games. He must be doing something different in practice.
Beal trying to make something as shot clock winds down.
That's a tough shot. That's a very tough shot.
That's one of those no, okay. But I mean, someone had to beat the shot clock, and he is a guy who can create his own shot.
And a final bucket here for Royal Crown would definitely give him confidence coming into the second quarter. 8 seconds left here on the shot clock.
Thought you heard Fomina yell at himself after that miss. Yeah, I think that's not quite what you look for out of Lloyd in his game. Oh, transition 3. Cross, making him pay. Final shot here. 5 to go. Gahir launches. A little early for that, I think. It's a 2-point lead for Edge after 10. Stay with us. We'll be back. Second quarter action after a short break.
As the summer comes to a close, high school season remains a lasting component to a student athlete's pathway. Players who thrive in high school are recruited by prep programs to continue pursuing the next level in a competitive environment. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the National Preparatory Association. Founded in 2016, this league is quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects. Utilizing the exposure arm of North Pole Hoops, comprised of digital marketing, live broadcast, and scouting, NPH acts as a media and marketing partner for the NPA to maximize exposure for our student athletes, helping them gain scholarship opportunities, our ultimate measure of success. Climb the ladder to the next level by joining the North Pole Hoops family and enter the blueprint. Junior NPH Showcase Circuit. This level caters to elementary school student athletes in graduation to the high school tier. As a camper, you will have the opportunity to enter the NPH national rankings, where player profiles are created acting as an online resume. This database is directly connected to a network of over 150 prep and post-secondary programs.
That was exactly what I expected from that first quarter. Back and forth, some good individual play, some good team ball. guys still kind of getting used to their opponents. Again, these are two teams that, and this is what makes the NPA so much fun. You know, two squads, two totally different styles, two totally different coaching philosophies, squaring off and seeing what they can do with it. One thing I will say, and I know we see it in a lot of age groups and a lot of different things, Royal Crown has a lot of work to do on feeding the post on entry passes.
For sure, man. And a lot of the young guys, even seniors, Jay, even seniors, a lot of them don't know how to make that entry pass,
Yep.
whether it's low or over the top of the shoulder. You got to lead your man to the pass.
Yep. But like I don't think they've properly executed one through 5 quarters.
One thing we know for sure is this is a Royal Crown squad that can rock with the best of them.
Yep. Cross is going to be that guy taking those shots late in the shot clock, and he hits another.
I really, really like this kid, man. Love what we've seen from him from shooting aspect on the perimeter, but then he can get it done.
That's a double dribble.
Creating off of it as well.
I love when I see a coaching staff. And I think I mentioned it yesterday that Jovel Miles called a travel on his own team before the whistle blew. And right there, it was the same thing. Called the double dribble, refs were on it, and they kind of had a little joke. It's like, thanks, guys. Like, no, my bad. I didn't mean to jump on your toes. But again, we talk about pushing the game forward in Canada. It includes officiating, coaching, players, and broadcasting. Look at that. Here to Xavier Spencer. I am so excited about Xavier Spencer's future, man. Like,
And I'm so excited that we get to see him for several more years in a row.
and this is what the NPA is about, getting a Calgary kid young and being able to keep him at home and give him all the opportunity he needs to reach the levels that he wants to,
For sure.
close to home. There's the entry pass. Webley, no good. Asking for a foul in the post, no whistle coming. Lloyd will pull up jumper, gets the roll.
And the bench today
Yeah.
stepping up for Edge.
Yeah,
It's about half and half in terms of scoring from where those points are coming from.
yep. No one there to rebound right now on the long rebounds for Royal Crown. Phil Beal, ooh, I thought he was going to take off to dunk that. Called it on the body.
And he was one dribble short of being able to get it up like that.
Timeout, Royal Crown. Just 2 minutes in, 3-point lead for Edge. Stay with us.
Junior MPH Showcase Circuit. This level caters to elementary school student athletes in graduation to the high school tier. As a camper, you will have the opportunity to enter the NPH national rankings, where player profiles are created acting as an online resume. This database is directly connected to a network of over 150 prep and post-secondary programs. By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from elite NBA skill trainer David Tyndale. Entering the showcase environment provides every camper an opportunity to measure their talent against elite prospects within the region. Top performers raise their stock and begin their recruitment process with exposure opportunities through national rankings, player mixtapes, and connecting families directly to college and university coaches. Regardless of age, gender, or talent level, developing professionalism and positive habits are vital for the success of all campers in life and in basketball. The blueprint tackles academic eligibility, self-reflection, assessment, goal setting, and brand management, all aspects necessary to become a professional on and off the court.
We're back. A hotly contested affair right now. Beal misses the first. And the second. If there's one thing I would say about Tho Beal, keeping him engaged seems to be a bit of a work in progress. Yeah. Having said that, he misses 2 free throws, comes down, lays the body, and gets the charge. And a reminder that all of our stats broken down via Huddle can be found on npacanada.com. As the session progresses, you will see those stats, extended stats, all inputted there for your viewing pleasure. And Tho Beal is a guy who's averaging over 25 a game through 2 games in this session. Keep your eye on our stats page as well, as our league leaders get updated there. Much thanks to our stats crew back home in Toronto, led up by F.A. Ashaka.
And you mentioned this yesterday, JT, for Royal Crown. The ball does swing, but it doesn't swing quick enough, and guys aren't, their hands aren't in position to catch or make a decision.
And it's not crisp. And there's Tho Beal cleaning up the mess. 2 hands for safety.
Good pump fake that time by Cross to get himself free, even just for a second. Those fundamentals are so key.
Feed the ball to Cross. Beal gets after it. Spencer. Spoon Hunter. He's got to hit that shot. Good closeout, though. Lumbe. Cross. Yeah, heat check. Why not? Front rims it. Spoon Hunter back. Ooh.
Inbound will remain with Edge here.
Ben Gilbert back to Spoon Hunter.
Good feed inside. Mike.
Xavier Spencer. I mean, we've said it before. He's had a couple of coming out games in this league, and today he is looking very good in the early going, getting the call in the starting 5. Reminder, this is a kid 2023.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Saw flashes from him last season, and now just that progression. A little bit of full court being thrown out by Edge now, and got to get it over midcourt. They do. Cross, kick out. Alumbe was hanging out at half. Shot clock down to 8. Yeah, Royal Crown has gotten into trouble. Oh, a pass tripped up Olumbe.
I've never seen that before.
That is crazy travel. And I think that's the biggest thing I find in the classes. The footwork is really lacking the younger you go. And I mean, it's to be expected.
Yeah, they're still learning their bodies. They're growing extremely quickly.
And learning the rules, I believe, as well, right? We've said a million times, they watch the NBA, they watch the NCAA, and then they go out and play FIBA. The differences aren't huge, but when you're playing the game.
I thought that was Fofo for a second in the stands. Speaking of which.
Is that Fofo's music?
Fofo, happy birthday, my guy.
A day for Lauren, a date again.
Turned 19. Young enough to be playing in this league currently, but he's at the Division I level at UMKC, redshirting this year. And so far, Edge maintaining this lead, 31-22. And they got an opportunity to put this away here at the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, as we stay with it right here, we are up on the midway point of this session. It's been very interesting. You know, you have your thought process coming into it, what you would expect. We've had a couple of quote-unquote upsets as you go along, and I really, it's exciting to see it. Again, a 12-game season. Every game counts, and taking a look at the standings, you know, Rothesay Netherwood School, who we will see next in action at the Montreal session.
A couple teams with a perfect record right now.
Yeah, 4-0.
TBA.
Toronto Basketball Academy beat LBA by just 1 yesterday, sitting at 5-0. Royal Crown currently at 3-0. They've obviously played less games, while North Star, I would have to say they're the surprise of the season thus far, sitting at 5-1, but they will get their biggest test of the season against Canada Top Flight Academy, an angry Canada Top Flight Academy who came out and dropped their first game of the session against Edge, who again have 2 games today, and how those 2 games go will go a long way in what their season looks like. Not even close on Gahir, unless that was a pass, but the shot clock had reset. Shot clock did not reset. Or sorry, shot clock did reset before the horn should have went off on that air ball is what I'm trying to say. Now you're finding Royal Crown figuring out this zone with some crisp passing, getting it into the high post and kicking it back out. And off the offensive rebound, it's Malachi Coke-Harrison, who had a good game yesterday, finishing off of glass.
And it's great to see Xavier Spencer here for Edge getting a lot of playing time over these last few games, and he's earned it, and he's proven to be useful. Strong take, a little too strong.
Transition, Beal bodies up on offense. Webley rebound, a little end-to-end action right now. Royal Crown in the open floor, taking it right at the body. No call, good no call. Webley powering through the contact, getting to the line, looking for the three-point play. Edge really falls into these moments in time where they're just not engaged.
Slumps, yeah.
Like going through the motions.
That's what has me questioning them as a contender. True contending teams. What do we got here? A travel.
Yeah, that was an obvious travel.
True contending teams, they don't have an off button once the ball tips off. I've yet to see that from Edge.
Now Spoon Hunter inbounding, shot clock at 19. Getting it down low to Rahimzad, battling through. He'll go to, oh no, called for the travel. Been a lot of shoe shuffling down low. Here comes Webley with the screen. Probing that zone defense, dribbling into it before pulling back out. 5 on the clock. Again, that was a high post entry pass that resulted in a turnover. Spencer, nice look, but behind Rahimzad. Beal finishing it up though.
I tell you, Jay, man, the shots that Beal takes, a lot of them he's forced into very difficult positions, but he still finds a way to get them to go. That's all feel.
Spoon Hunter looking for Beal. Oh, like that would have been.
Looks like he came off the trampoline on that one.
That was a bad pass, though. That's not something
It was off the mark for sure, but I'm just looking at the way that he got up there and cocked it back.
Cross coming up for set the screen. Ooh, that's a little out of range, but trying to get after the rebound. Edge, though, using their length and size to their advantage on the defensive glass. That's a good pass, right?
Caught the defense sleeping. Yep.
I mean,
And good on Swanton Rogers for making himself a target, reading it, and letting the guard know.
Good crowd here on a Saturday afternoon in Calgary, Alberta. First of 3 games here. Day 3 of 4 of our West session. Second time out here in Calgary with the National Preparatory Association. Rahimzad, another rebound. Chairman of the boards out there so far in this session has been Rahimzad. Oh! Touch pass from Serge Gahir. And we see flashes of brilliance from this squad as well. 2:07 to go here in the first half. It leads up to double digits for Edge.
Golden Dough, it's a family restaurant. We are in Mississauga, been here for 25 years. It's a Middle East cuisine. We make it out of love. We make it fresh. It's very healthy for an athlete to come in to have a nice meal. Sitting around back home, like when you order a big plate or like a small plate, they like to share. A lot of family come together, they sit together. So this is what kind of makes it a family restaurant. Back in the day, my grandpa used to be a baker and he used to run a restaurant. So it's pretty much in my blood. Anybody that comes in will feel like into a family business. Come to Golden Dough in Mississauga, be part of the family.
Blueprint is a multi-layered system for Canadian basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. NPH works in partnership with the community, including the national provincial governing bodies, as well as club programs to maximize scholarship opportunities. The NPH Showcase Circuit is your opportunity to learn the blueprint while joining the NPH family.
Back live to Edge School, the NPA in Alberta for the second consecutive year. I guess the unofficial midway point of the season as well. We have Montreal and Ottawa sessions still to come, along with a handful of divisional games being played in the greater Toronto area. But after this session, we're definitely going to have a better handle on the season, on our individual team or individual player statistics. 1:45 to go. Gahir, no good. Isaiah Adam with the rock. Alambe. Adam. Webley rolled, but no passing lane open. Good setup for the shot, but just couldn't knock it down. Oh, another nice pass from Gahir. You see Royal Crown still trying to get on the same page with each other.
And things are really starting to click here for Edge, and props to Coach Huffman on, subbing in a lot of guys that don't normally get a lot of playing time. It forces your starters to start questioning themselves, like, hey, why is he doing this? Well, I'm not playing to my potential. So he's got to look elsewhere.
Love this big man matchup. Webley and Swanton Rogers.
Oh, yeah.
Class of 2022. Webley at 6'9". I think we may need to update that. Seems to be growing by the hour.
And there's a good chance that both of these guys end up playing for Team Canada this summer together.
A pair of 2022 6'9", 6'10" individuals, obviously with different games.
Different styles.
Yeah.
Different bodies.
That's exactly what we need in our national program right now. Good flow from Taubil.
Love the box out there. You see Webley.
And allow his teammate to get it.
Yep.
You just concentrate on the body.
Great defense there by Swanton Rogers.
You can't force that and expect the whistle. Throwing down in transition is Alan Spoonhunter. could be final shot here for Royal Crown. Crosses the ball. Somebody who hasn't been looked at on offense through the last 5 minutes.
Yep.
That's a problem.
You got to get him touches. You got to keep him involved and in the flow.
Adam forcing it. 13-point lead. Stay with us, folks. A 10-minute halftime, and we'll be back.
They said a league like ours wouldn't work. Too many others have tried, failed. But here we are. They said our league couldn't last. The talent isn't good enough. The country's too big. The crowds would be too small. It's so that drives us, unites us, excites us. A mixture of golds and blacks, blues and whites, greens and wheat, and all for one red leaf. A new history in the making. New heroes to be crowned, new banners to be raised. The time has now come, and it's yours for the taking. The hard work, the memories, the steals, the threes, the blocks and thunderous dunks. For all those who doubted, here we are, here you are. Rise up.
The National Preparatory Association started 4 years ago, born by the desire of basketball coaches, many of which were outside of Southern Ontario, to provide a different option than traditional high school competition for elite-level basketball talent. The goal was simple: create a platform for Canadian student athletes to give them the best opportunity to earn scholarships for post-secondary education through the game of basketball. Since then, the NPA has grown to provide the best basketball exposure available at the high school level anywhere in the world. We do this by live streaming 90% of the league's nearly 100 games on our North Pole Hoops YouTube channel, ensuring high-level competition in front of post-secondary coaches from across North America, providing game-by-game statistics on every player in the league on our industry-leading website, npacanada.com, creating individual profiles for all of the league's players on Canada's top college recruitment site, northpolehoops.com, while sharing it all through the social media reach of NPH's multiple platforms. By doing all of this at the highest level, we believe that we can keep the majority of Canada's basketball talent here on home soil, and ideally in their own city or province.
Last 2 years I played at prep schools in the US, and I'm just really happy to be back in Canada and to have this opportunity to play in the NPA. It really means everything to help push Canadian basketball forward.
I love the NPA because it's given me an opportunity to showcase my skills and talents in front of many coaches across the country.
Teams from New Brunswick don't usually get the exposure you would, but the NPA provides that, and just the competition is great.
It's a national scene. You're not playing guys in Ontario only or only in your city. You get to travel all over Canada, places you've never been before.
Each team had a different style of play, and that was something you had to prepare for every single game. They really helped to prepare us for our basketball career. It's not just me, it's my whole team.
Y'all are doing a great job of just exposing some of the underrated talent. It's a great spotlight, right? I think it's the best league in Canada.
It's given us a platform from Western Canada and the prairies especially to showcase that we do have talent that stacks up with the best talent in the country.
I really love the fact that I get to be proud of my school, of my team, of my guys, and put them on a national stage, which is what the NPA allows us to do.
It's come a long way just because everybody's on the same page, from the executive right down to the coaches and the players. I think it really is a family.
We are making history every season through a shared vision, common goals, professional leadership, and a league-wide constitution enforced by a board comprised of coaches from the league's original teams. Nearly 100 NPA alumni are following their dreams through the NCAA, U Sports, CCAA, or JUCO routes. Our new goal is strategic growth with long-term partners willing to help our team continue to blaze a new trail in Canadian basketball, showing our student athletes that what they need to succeed is right here in Canada.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered system for Canadian basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. NPH works in partnership with the community, including the national and provincial governing bodies, as well as club programs to maximize scholarship opportunities. The NPH Showcase Circuit is your opportunity to learn the blueprint while joining the NPH family. Starting with our foundation, that is the Junior NPH Showcase Circuit. This level caters to elementary school student athletes in graduation to the high school tier. As a camper, you will have the opportunity to enter the NPH national rankings, where player profiles are created acting as an online resume. This database is directly connected to a network of over 150 prep and post-secondary programs. By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from elite NBA skill trainer David Tyndale. Entering the showcase environment provides every camper an opportunity to measure their talent against elite prospects within the region. Top performers raise their stock and begin their recruitment process with exposure opportunities through national rankings, player mixtapes, and connecting families directly to college and university coaches. Regardless of age, gender, or talent level, developing professionalism and positive habits are vital for the success of all campers in life and in basketball. The blueprint tackles academic eligibility, self-reflection, assessment, goal setting, and brand management, all aspects necessary to become a professional on and off the court. The NPH Showcase Circuit takes place from April to December in a player-focused environment, while the Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100-plus top-tier clubs from around the world to compete for the national crown. Student athletes continue their journey to the next level as North Pole Hoops invites the network of prep and post-secondary programs to evaluate talent live and direct. As the summer comes to a close, high school season remains a lasting component to a student athlete's pathway. Players who thrive in high school are recruited by prep programs to continue pursuing the next level in a competitive environment. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the National Preparatory Association. Founded in 2016, this league is quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects. Utilizing the exposure arm of North Pole Hoops, comprised of digital marketing, live broadcast, and scouting, NPH acts as a media and marketing partner for the NPA to maximize exposure for our student athletes helping them gain scholarship opportunities, our ultimate measure of success. Climb the ladder to the next level by joining the North Pole Hoops family and enter the Blueprint.
And we're back in Calgary, Indochino. Our second year with this partnership, and you too can be a part of it using promo code HOOPS at checkout. Again, you just have to hit up a showroom, get measured, every important measurement needed. Oh, Xavier Spencer, spin move baseline drop off to the jam. That is kid to kid. That's 2023 to 2022, and that's special. So yeah, promo code HOOPS gets you a tailor-made suit, discounted price via our friends at Indochino. We appreciate you suiting up all of our coaches and our award winners once again this year. Edge feeling a little too good about themselves right now with that alley-oop attempt.
Zayden Cross, haven't heard his name in a little bit, kind of cooled off a little bit in scoring in that first half. You saw his players just weren't able to get it back to him, and a part of that is Edge's defensive plan to keep it out of his hand.
Well, they're forcing him to beat the zone with outside shots. Cross has been the only one consistent enough. Good body control by Alan Spoonhunter to drop two while not getting called for the charge. Olambe with the rock. Ooh, almost lost it. Gets it to Cross, swing. Back out, Cross. No good. Spencer pushed him back the other way. He got the start for Callum Swanton-Rogers today, who is starting the second half along with Xavier Spencer, as Amir Rahimzad starts the second half on the bench. Staubio with the basket, and Swanton-Rogers wants a sub next trip down the floor, and Amir Rahimzad gets his number called off the bench for Edge. Olambe. Edge has done a good job with this zone, causing all kinds of problems. Timeout on the floor. Royal Crown leads up to 22.
The National Preparatory Association started 4 years ago, born by the desire of basketball coaches, many of which were outside of Southern Ontario, to provide a different option than traditional high school competition for elite-level basketball talent. The goal was simple: create a platform for Canadian student athletes to give them the best opportunity to earn scholarships for post-secondary education through the game of basketball. Since then, the NPA has grown to provide the best basketball exposure available at the high school level anywhere in the world. We do this by live streaming 90% of the league's nearly 100 games on our North Pole Hoops YouTube channel, ensuring high-level competition in front of post-secondary coaches from across North America, providing game-by-game statistics on every player in the league on our industry-leading website, npacanada.com, creating individual profiles for all of the league's players on Canada's top college recruitment site, northpolehoops.com, while sharing.
Host Edge School has come out in this second half and put the pedal to the metal, so to speak, extending that lead to 22 now, 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. A great test for this young Royal Crown squad to see where they stack up in the NPA, currently sitting at 3-0, but they have yet to play a cross-national game. There's a negative step on the sideline, resulting in an out of bounds. And Jovel Miles asking his guys to get up, but just too late. Ball's inbounded. Kahir beats it easy. Nice look to Rahimzad. Could not finish through that contact. Kahir no good. Edge just getting every ball bouncing their way right now. Spoon Hunter, not his shot. Cross. Adam. Not even close. Kahir corrals it. You don't want the ball to slow down if you're Edge right now. You want to keep pushing. Yeah. Good strip, and it goes off for Rahimzad. Royal Crown will get it back.
Hold on.
'Zayden Cross getting an opportunity to play a little bit of point here. And that high post position for Royal Crown right now, they're showing that it doesn't really matter who's playing in the interior there when you're trying to break that zone. Those paint touches are super important to get the defense to collapse.
Yeah, Malachi Coke Harrison finishes it off. Foul called after the steal. .20 lead right now. We'll be interested to see how this young squad handles this 20-point deficit. Kahir. Good job denying that entry pass. Edge gets it back with 5 on the shot clock. Beal stepped out of bounds. I will tell you this. Officials are not missing out of bounds, and it seems to be easier, or an easy call for a lot of them, simply because, again, footwork leaving much to be desired at the high school level. Rahimzad pulls down the rebound. Cross has not been able to stay warm heading into the third quarter here.
Can I get one, please? One.
Block is called. I feel like it was close to a travel, but I think it was on the gather step, which made it look like it was a travel.
And it was clean up top, but somebody at the bottom got him.
Alambe. This edge defense has been just shutting down Royal Crown. It's been one shot and out every time. Kahir getting back to his table-setting ways in this game. Some touch passes, some nice things in the open floor you're seeing, and the playmaking ability. Yeah, moving screen. Set on his back, not on his hip.
And you're seeing a lot of the youth mistakes come out in Royal Crown. They were in it for majority of the first half, but here in the second, look a little bit deflated, starting to cough it up a lot, make turnovers, and be a little impatient on offense.
Lloyd back in the game after a solid appearance in the first half, getting things done for Edge. Spoon Hunter gets cut off. Yeah, good defense. Spoon Hunter looking for a call. That was clean.
Looked like a strip.
Good inbounds to Beal. We've seen that consistently on the inbounds for Edge. Just a quick seal, quick pass, easy two.
And CTA playing up next in attendance.
Yeah, North Star's been here since the beginning of this game.
A huge change in North Star is just the whole squad this year is really taking advantage of game film and any opportunity that they get in person, they're studying their opponents. That's half the battle. If you come in knowing exactly what the man that you're guarding is going to be doing, then, I mean, you're taking a lot of that away.
Interesting lineup for Edge here, changing things up. Again, they'll have 2 games here today, so they need to be smart with their rotations. A brand new backcourt here in Aaron Lloyd and Nick Johnson, along with Swanton Rogers, Tho Beal, and Amir Rahimzad.
So a lot of players for Edge being able to, you know, shuffle through that roster and get guys off the bench.
Yeah, definitely not a proponent for 2 games a day due to some extenuating circumstances. Somebody had to take that bullet here in this West session. And Edge stepped up and said, listen, we're the home team. We have an extended roster. We don't have to fly all these guys across the country. We'll do that for the betterment of the league. And it will be interesting to see the rotations as they move along in today's games. Leads at 23, Royal Crown. I think right now you just want to win the final 4 minutes of this quarter if you're Royal Crown. Again, coming into this season, it was thought up and down, you know, the hierarchy of this Royal Crown squad was pretty simple. Saying it's not about wins and losses. And this is one of those games they're going to have to use this as a learning tool. Stuck 23 right now. They're just going to check the team fouls here with the scoreboard.
Discrepancies all straightened out. We're getting back to the action here.
Peterson aired it out last time. Yeah,
Looks like
Swanton Rogers with the push. Yeah.
No basket. Black 17. Clear now.
Easy call for the officials. One thing I like, the difference from last season to this season when you're just looking at the crowd here today, a lot less hockey paraphernalia, more basketball paraphernalia.
There's definitely a population for it in Alberta. A lot of basketball programs, a lot of different leagues going on between Edmonton and here.
Hey, and you know, we'd mentioned our relationship with the Canadian Elite Basketball League. Edmonton Stingers will be playing host to the CEBL Championship weekend this season. Ooh. Rahimzad. Back the other way. Edge turns it in to 2.
And some of these bunnies for Edge have just been coming off the mark. A lot of these really easy buckets that they should be cleaning up on.
Looking for Webley down low. Can't get it to him. Going to try it again. Again, that entry pass just not there for this young squad. 2:42 to go here. Royal Crown stuck to just 30 points. Have not been able to figure out this Edge defense. A lot of one and done. Lloyd. Beal got his legs underneath him, back rims it. Another long rebound, almost went the way of Edge. Couldn't corral it, Royal Crown. Rahimzad, all kinds of contact on the body. He'll go to line to shoot 2.
Good to see him being aggressive, taking it to the rack. And Aaron Lloyd's done a really good job here for Edge, playing some PG minutes, getting some experience. Amir no good on the final free throw. 25-point game here as we wind down in the third. There we go, getting it to go. Cross making a triple. Had a really good game yesterday. And a good start to this one.
Ooh, that's a tough pass to throw. Wambe. Royal Crown just looking to win the final 2 minutes of this quarter. Get some positivity heading into the fourth. Good contact down low from both. Letting them play. And Edge turns it over. Amir threw that behind his teammate.
Webley does a really good job in making contact once he catches down low. He's not afraid to get physical down there.
Cross. Battling. Foul down low called on Matthew Bryant. Cross. Yeah, travel.
And Cross's misses haven't been
I know, I was
completely
just
off the mark. They look good.
Yeah. And that's why and we talk about this all the time, like what's the definition of a consistent shooter? Because consistent doesn't mean you hit every shot, because it's never going to happen. It's the fact that your misses aren't bad misses. I mean, you can go hit 3 straight, but if your next 2 don't even hit the rim, you're not consistent.
Exactly.
How bad are your misses? How far off are your misses? That is a tough pass to throw, especially with the shot clock winding down.
And a lack of physical strength on that ball. That's one thing I've noticed with this Royal Crown team as they're swinging it
No
off the
zip.
top. Yeah, exactly.
.44 to go in the third quarter. Leads at 23. It's been around that mark this entire quarter. Edge hasn't used the second half of this quarter to really put it away, but they have maintained. Yeah. Travel called on Rahimzad. Corner three, no good. Webley trying to come down with it. He's got bodies all over him. Transition, Rahimzad threw it down with a little extra oomph there. Getting his bench up. The lead's at 25. Yeah, Royal Crown really needs to use this fourth quarter to get back on the same page heading into their final game tomorrow. They're stuck 25. Stay with us. We'll be back with the fourth quarter.
Indochino to me is a million guys getting a million suits, and each one is different. I think the value is the quality is undeniable in terms of the suit that you'll get, and the fabric and style selection is second to none.
I think when someone puts on a suit, they take on almost a different personality, and they feel comfortable in their skin and who they are, and they feel good. Doesn't matter where you're going, what event you're going to, but everyone feels good in a suit.
I think a lot of what we do is kind of going against the grain, so to speak. Bespoke, made to measure, custom was traditionally only in store. We were the first to bring it online, and as we went through that journey, we really felt that in order to connect with the consumer, we needed to give them true options, really provide a service and an engaging experience that customers would enjoy and remember.
Indochino is a custom-made experience, but with off-the-rack prices. You are in control. So you come on in, you choose what sort of material you're pursuing, choose what sort of print or patterns you really want to try out overall. From there, you pick out what kind of customizations you want to bestow upon these lovely garments, measure you up, and you get to express what you want, tighter, looser, longer, shoulder, so everything sits on you as you want. We do everything all in one for you.
We give a 100% made-to-measure product. So it's very sort of individual and very personalized. It's for them. It's their suit.
Seeing them in their final suit just kind of makes it worth it at the end of it, because you spent time with them, and you know, whether they wear suits every day or this is their first suit, it's exciting. Like, you help them build that and it's theirs.
It's really that ability to create a one-of-a-kind garment that allows us to be in front of many different demographics. I think one of the most interesting things that's happened these past few years is how many customers that are having that truly special event of getting married, choosing Indochino to not only suit up themselves, but suit up their groom's party.
We continually improve not only the profile for the guy, but we improve the quality of our next suit and the suits after with the data that we capture. Indochino sets itself apart, especially against ready-to-wear, because we can deliver you a custom-made suit within 3 weeks.
No, now we're back live, Elias. That's why you. That's why you're on color, pal.
Sometimes I'm ahead of the game. That's why. And Lloyd there tried to make the lead pass ahead of his teammates.
Just had a nice chat with Emmanuel Uba, which is how you pronounce Emmanuel Ugba.
Say it again.
Emmanuel Uba.
Oh, okay. Okay. The U, so the U is silent. Ba.
No,
Ba.
Uba.
Did I say it
Technically,
correct?
the G would be silent, and the emphasis is on the ba.
So Emmanuel Ba.
Yeah, Uba. So
Gotcha.
the U is there. It's just definitely not emphasized.
Roger that.
So we were
overemphasizing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I definitely take pride in making sure that these last names are corrected.
Well, I think when you talk to the players, they almost feel guilty telling you how to say it. And I said, I'm like, no, like, that's way better than me going an entire 2 seasons saying it wrong. Nice putback from Matthew Bryant. I mean, Edge, a full roster of players, and having a 27-point lead allows them to get ready for game number 2 on the day to be able to get through some bodies here in game number 1.
And if you're Royal Crown on the other side, you should be looking at this as an opportunity. You only got 1 starter on the floor right now.
I'm very interested what Royal Crown does with this 4th quarter, because they're getting down on each other, on themselves, and they're continuing to make the same mistakes right now. The stepping out of bounds on the sideline with the negative step.
Nice move.
Ooh.
Little hesitation move, froze the defender.
Okay, Nick Johnson. It's a good day for Edge to be able to kind of get through some players here and give them an opportunity to show what they can do. They don't have any wasted spots on this roster. They got guys that can play.
Skill guys. Here's Alambe coming the other way. Adam inside. Tough shot, off balance on the gather.
He's playing a little outside of himself right now, Jalen Spencer. He is letting this get under his skin, and it's showing. RJ Jock getting his first burn of the game. Because that's RJ Jock's first minutes, I believe, of this game.
And some of you might have been able to hear Coach Adam Huffman instructing RJ to get something else going before, the first shot of the game for you is a 3. Get into rhythm.
See, very nice move by Jasmar. Under control, took it with some energy, with some force, and finished at the rim. Spencer playing some good D right now. Nice pass into the corner. RJ Jock getting himself into the paint. No good. Edge active on the glass. That was Caleb Reset cleaning it up. Lambe collected himself, just front rimmed it. And we see Rohan Balagan for the first time. Transition, here comes Cross. Throwing down in transition. Edge wants to talk it over. 6:13 to go here in the fourth. Stay with us, game 1 of 3 on the day from Calgary.
Challenge repetitively. You have to set a trend for the next guys that are coming up. Don't be asked to go harder. Give your hardest before you are asked.
In the fall, rep tryouts set the stage, but not everyone makes the cut. Players that catch eyes of coaches are awarded a roster spot and a chance to represent, but nothing else for now. The work is just beginning. Playing time is fought for, rep by rep, and practice after practice.
They said a league like ours wouldn't work. Too many others have tried and failed. But here we are. They said our league couldn't last. The talent isn't good enough. The country's too big. The crowds would be too small. It's so nice to prove people wrong. And it's because of you, a fan base committed.
Haven't missed a thing. Xavier Spencer. Ooh, Cross stepping in again. Leaked out. Gets it back. Oh, I thought he was going to finish that through the contact. Had some good English on it. Royal Crown's slowly chipping away.
If I'm Royal Crown and I'm seeing that all the starters are on the bench, I'm going all out to try to gain some momentum here in the fourth quarter.
I don't even know if they, I don't know if Royal Crown really realizes that right now.
You know,
I feel like,
well, they're two in their own heads.
Yeah, like that is absolute for sure. And that's just, again, something to be expected. First year program, a lot of young players. Cross hits the second, it was pure.
As we kind of preview into the next game, we got Canada top flight, two-time national champion facing off against the most improved team in the National Prep Association, North Star Preparatory Institute out of Winnipeg, Manitoba. What do you feel we got to expect, Jay?
I have no idea what to expect.
I feel like CTA's looking for a bounce back after this loss to Edge, and North Star just really wants to get on the map and prove that they are a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, they are right on that edge right now between are they for real?
And when they got everybody clicking, it's, you know, they're a team that can play against the best in the NPA and compete and go toe-to-toe. And something tells me that Zayden Cross is going to turn into a specialist from the three-point line.
Yeah, but he's shown a lot in every part of the floor. You know, and again, I think it's a team figuring themselves out on what their roles are, but it's quite obvious that he is has some special qualities on the offensive end. And it's also seeing who buys in on the defensive end for this squad as well.
Good move by Colombe, or Olombe, should I say. Just not enough legs under him.
Coke Harrison with the steal. He's been active defensively today.
Almost a triple team there. You got to see that quicker if you're Cross.
Stepped on the baseline. Out of bounds. Timeout on the floor, and we got a Royal Crown player down. Stay with us. 4:40 to go here in the fourth. Game 1 of 3.
Through the social media reach of NPH's multiple platforms. By doing all of this at the highest level, we believe that we can keep the majority of Canada's basketball talent here on home soil, and ideally in their own city or province.
The last 2 years I played at prep schools in the US, and I'm just really happy to be back in Canada and to have this opportunity to play in the NPA. It really means everything to help push Canadian basketball forward.
I love the NPA because it's given me an opportunity to showcase my skills and talents in front of many coaches across the country.
Teams from New Brunswick don't usually get the exposure you would, but the NPA provides that, and just the competition is great.
It's a national scene. You're not playing guys in Ontario only or only in your city. You get to travel all over Canada, places you've never been before.
Each team had a different style of play, and that was something you had to prepare for every single game. They really helped to prepare us for our basketball career. It's not just me, it's my whole team.
Y'all are doing a great job of just exposing some of the underrated talent. It's a great spotlight, right? I think it's the best league in Canada.
It's given us a platform from Western Canada and the prairies especially to showcase that we do have talent that stacks up with the best talent in the country.
I really love
Just over the midway point of this fourth quarter, Edge has been able to maintain this 20-plus point lead throughout the second half. Royal Crown now trying out something a little bit different, little full court press, but Edge breaks it easily. Balogun doesn't get a lot of minutes for this team. Ooh, his bench would have loved that. There's RJ Jock doing what RJ Jock needs to do to be effective, because he had a terrible game against CTA. And I think that's why you see him bench for the first 3 quarters of this one. Lloyd's got a launch to beat the clock. No good. Jock trying to get after it again, but it's Isaiah Adam coming out with it and stolen. Johnson. Edge running their offense with their bench fully on the floor right now. Lloyd, no good.
A lot of forced possessions here.
Yeah, headman should have probably happened a little bit earlier. Leads to a foul. Coke Harrison will shoot 2.
A couple more strong takes to the basket for Royal Crown, and they can stop the time and make this a respectable game just by getting freebies at the line here.
Remember, step 2, stay low.
And no matter where you're watching from, stay tuned as CTA will take on North Star Preparatory Institute coming up next here on NPA Canada. A lot of basketball to be played in this season, and the biggest session of the year for the regular season happens in the nation's capital, in Ottawa. Multiple Canadian youth sports coaches, as well as several Division I NCAA coaches, have confirmed attendance for that one.
And if you are in the Ottawa area, please come out to Notre Dame High School, 710 Broadview Avenue, to catch some high-level basketball. And if you're somebody looking to get some reps in media-wise, getting some reps in when it comes to basketball events, nice passing from Edge. Reset finishing it off. But if you want to be involved in one of our NPA sessions, hit us up at info@northpolehoops.com. You can come out and be involved and get some experience and take part in some high-level basketball. Shout out to everybody who has come out here in Calgary to help us out.
RJ, bump Caleb out.
No good from range. Reset gets behind the D, another easy 2. The bench is loving it for Edge. Want to see their guys who've put in all that time in practice, get some time on the floor in game action. Isaiah Adam gets up for the offensive board. Alambe into the corner. Spencer. Royal Crown has not been able to find their stroke here in this game. RJ Jock getting battled, all kinds of contacts. No whistle. Back the other way. Spencer with 2. Ooh, Jock has the lumber laid on him. Fumina. So I don't care what the score is, you're not getting an easy 2.
And that's why it's so important, you know, a play specifically like that one. It's so important for a player like RJ Jock to not spend too much time during this off season in the summer playing games over working on his body, getting stronger physically.
Again, Edge will be playing a second game today. A player like RJ Jock, who got some rest through the first 3 quarters, I'm sure he'll be called on to play a bigger role in game number 2. Again, this Edge defense causing all kinds of problems. Royal Crown getting after it on the glass. We get a jump ball out of that. First time I've really heard some communication on the defensive end from Royal Crown. Spencer puts his hand up and said, yeah, that's my foul. We're into our final minute now of the game here as Edge takes care of business coming off that loss against North Star yesterday. They get themselves back into the win column, looking to finish out their session strong. They will not be on the floor tomorrow. So we have just 2 games tomorrow, 10 a.m. local time and noon local time. Really like what Spencer's done in the final couple of minutes here. While a lot of his team really is checked out of this one, Spencer has used the opportunity.
Play it to the last buzzer.
Yeah.
Got to get those habits going. CTA has entered the building in their gold uniforms.
Vegas gold.
Sorry. Let's see if they got the money today. Looked really off in that last game against Edge.
And they did not have a good time at the slots the other day.
No, but you know what? They did have a great trip more of a team bonding experience yesterday, getting to the hot springs.
That was funny to see some of those videos and pictures, and a bunch of these guys when Coach House told them, hey, yeah, so we're gonna get out of our vehicle, we're gonna get into our shorts, and we're gonna get in the water.
Everybody looked at him like, what?
We're gonna do what?
Do you see how cold it is? I don't think they fully understood what hot springs meant until they were sitting in them.
But I just like, and that's why, it's interesting. If you're not in this league, you're saying, why are you traveling all that way to play games in Cal? You have to make it an experience for your kids, an opportunity that they otherwise wouldn't have had.
And this is one of the most beautiful provinces, just from a landscape perspective. This is one of the most beautiful provinces in Canada. I encourage everybody to travel Canada. I've been able to over the last 11 years, and it's been absolutely gorgeous.
Final possession of the game. Edge will most likely just dribble this one out. Spencer's going to play it right down to the end. I really like the compete level I've seen from him here, despite the score. Not going to foul, but he's not going to allow Edge to get it past the out-of-bound toss-in line. Edge takes care of business in game 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back in about 25 minutes, game number 2 of the day.